nightfall in the Windy City. And with...
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
DA, thank you. A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. And for Chicago, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's White missing. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Orlando.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Fultz the pass to Fournier. Ball's knocked loose. Shot clock at 5. The jump hook. That misses off the backboard. An even 3-on-3 break. Levine wide open. Off target from outside. And it's Orlando's ball. It's a 3-point game. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Carter against Vucevic.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And that burst of speed, sometimes White just too much for a defense, which is why you see them compromise. The thing that really separates White is the quickness, whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens. He's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
Now here's Fultz. The pass to Vucevic. He feeds it to Gordon. Isaac outside. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's Vucevic.
And just a disciplined defender. Carter Jr. uses his instincts to make his opponent uncomfortable.
Here's Levine. Porter. And Porter putting it right back in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr.? Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot.
Fast break. Here come the Magic. Gordon's running. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
The Magic trail by 7. And Porter comes to help. Fournier against Levine. Here's Gordon. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Markkanen dishes to White. Back to Markkanen. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Levine, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Magic trail by 9. Fournier into the lane. Yes, that goes in.
You know, even when you think you've got Fournier bodied up, he still finds a way to slither to a score.
Porter kicks to White. Pass to Carter. Shoots over Vucevic, and it's Carter missing. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Vucevic to the pass to Gordon. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. The Bulls leading by 7. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on them.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Ross against Dunn. Young passes to Cornette. Dunn right side. And here's Young from the arc. And that does it for the first quarter. Bulls lead by 9. From the United States. And recently we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he...
You know, we should have energy and we should be out playing the other team.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Chicago right now, they've got Thomas Satoransky. He's out there with Dunn, and it's Cornette in at the center. Valentine's checked in for Chicago. Here's Carter Williams. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Bamba's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And it goes down 2 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Bulls making a switch here. Harrison's checked in.
And Clark, last season for Mo Bamba, another step in his progression. Still limited minutes. The team waiting for things to click for the young man.
Agreed. I mean, it's the offense that needs the most work, Greg, but they knew he was going to be a project. They knew this was going to be a work in progress with Mo Bamba, but his defense is already there. I mean, he can hit the glass and protect the rim with the best of them.
Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Ross. Here's Cornette. And Bamba pulls it down. The Magic trail by 9. Here's Carter Williams. Bamba trying to break free. And there it is for him.
Boy, a high level of concentration there on the shot from Carter Williams. Really good at knocking down shots despite contact.
Here's Harrison. Doesn't go that time.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
To the left side wing. Here's Carter Williams. Now Ennis, 6 on the shot clock. Ross passes to Augustine. Here's Bamba. That's in. Augustine with the assist. And now just a 5-point Bulls lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
They get it back. Basket counts. Cornette's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now, here's Bamba. He has 6. Ross off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Here's Cornette. Changes up. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Clark, when he comes in the game, you know that Terrence Ross is looking to score. That's his role, and boy, he relishes it.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's cut from the cloth of the old school bucket getters, where you know their primary objective and focus is to put it in the basket, and they do it a lot of different ways and at a high volume. So that's who Terrence Ross is. He's an explosive, dynamic, packs a lot of points in the short periods of time scored.
Fultz kicks to Vucevic. Back to Fultz. Magic moving the ball around. Gordon the pass to Vucevic. Over Carter. And it's Vucevic missing. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Gordon. A shot off that time. Excellent D there from Markkanen. And Porter, here we go. Carter right side. Out to White. Back to Carter. Goes up again. Here's the 3. They grabbed their own miss.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket. And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Here's Vucevic. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Left side, Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Hey, when you can beat people off the dribble, you got something going for yourself. I mean, Levine showing that great burst.
That'll do it for the first half. It's the Bulls. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the show.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Of all the NBA nicknames, Shaq, is there a better double on tongue? And that does it for our halftime.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And so in the game for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3. Now here's Porter. After the miss from Vucevic, Carter kicks to Porter. White looking around. Drops in the layup for 2. White's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Now here's White. Here's Levine. That one good for 2. Levine's got 6.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Shoots from the elbow. Fournier's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's sent back by Isaac. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Chicago. Dunn comes in for Kobe White. And Levine throws it down.
Well, I love seeing Levine elevate. One of the most fun dunkers we have in the game.
Gordon inside. Markkanen on him, and it's Gordon missing.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
And last season for Markkanen didn't really go as planned. Greg, we know he suffered some injuries and had a hard time establishing his role.
Yeah, both the scoring and rebounding were down. And this happens sometimes with a new coach and a new system. But one thing's for sure, the talent is there. Markkanen is still very young and has a tremendous upside.
Here's Gordon after the made shot from Zach LaVine. And Fournier kicks to Isaac. Now the dish to Gordon. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Trying to end the drought, Isaac finds Bamba. And the turnover again by Orlando. So for the Bulls, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. And Satoransky subbed in for Chandler Hutchison. Markelle Fultz has checked in for the Magic. Satoransky against Ross. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Satoransky gets the bucket.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Ross against Dunn. Ross passes to Vucevic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter. Fultz against Dunn. Lays it up off the glass.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Valentine's checked in for Chicago. Outside Fournier. He dishes it to Vucevic. On the wing, Isaac. Fournier passes to Vucevic. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Some changes for Chicago. Porter comes in for Luke Cornett. And it's Kobe White in for Shaquille Harrison. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
30 seconds left in the third. Satoransky against Fultz. And Satoransky wide open. He fires. Young on the follow.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
White goes in, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 20. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Valentine out there with Porter. And it's Markkanen in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. I mean, he's getting to his spots, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
Now here's Levine. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
And so here's Orlando. The Bulls getting the bucket. Isaac passes to Gordon. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Carter dishes to Levine. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Levine's got 9 points here in the second half. Gordon, the pass to Isaac. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Levine after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Porter against Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Boy, it's easy to admire the aggressiveness of Gordon. This guy is always looking to take it strong to the cup.
White against Fultz. White, good. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Magic. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
The Frenchman Fournier, always looking to get the shot up, but really good at drawing fouls.
And it was a strong year for Evan Fournier. Career highs for him in several categories.
Greg, I like his game. I mean, he's got really nice size. He's highly skilled, plays at a comfortable pace. There's a lot to like about what's in his package. And, you know, he's one of those guys that seems like he's been around forever, and yet he's just now entering the prime of his career. That's scary for opponents.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Gordon. There's the feed to Vucevic. Porter looking it over. Pass to Carter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And he's a crafty, kind of an old school big. Carter Jr. knows how to keep defenders off balance.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter. Satoransky's checked in for Levine, and it's done in for Kobe White. And the Magic making a change here as well. DJ Augustine's checked in for Markelle Fultz. Now here is Augustine. Overdone. Augustine, that's good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Wendell Carter.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron. And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Now here is Augustine. To the middle. And Vucevic kicks to Fournier. Banked in off the glass.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Done shot's good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Dunn passes to Carter. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of the And just about to get underway as the starting five. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA. Hey, Dave.
Well, the ceremony.
Thank you, D.A. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at point guard. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic.
And we all know that defense, not necessarily the strong suit for Vucevic, but it's an area that he has definitely shown some improvement.
No doubt, Greg. His greatest strength, obviously, is ability to get on the backboards and rebound with a high efficiency and production. And the key is he's worked to mask those defensive deficiencies. Not a lockdown anchor, but certainly a better team defender than when he entered the league. Wow, incredibly quick feet of Aaron Gordon. This guy excels at seeing lanes to the rim and taking advantage.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of it.
And the shot is good.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
The Magic have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Fournier. No good on that one. And Cleveland the other way now. Left side, Sexton shoots over Isaac. Sexton's shot is good.
And Colin Sexton is a scorer. It doesn't matter if he's on the interior. This guy is determined to capitalize.
Now here's Fultz. Defense right on him. Here's Vucevic. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
To the inside, Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
With a large frame and a willingness to get physical, Drummond's a relentless rebounder.
Fultz the pass to Vucevic, and he gets it to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Fultz, and he uses the glass on the layup. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see, because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
This guy, a strong rebounder who uses his frame well. Vucevic has a knack for being in the right spot.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here are the Magic now, following the score by Cleveland. And stolen by Drummond. Now Cleveland moving it up. Goes up. Doors! What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
And look at Drummond, capable of rising up and dropping an absolute hammer.
Now here's Vucevic. He's got 6. Count that bucket. Vucevic has got 8.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Now here's Garland, guarded by Fultz. To the paint, and Drummond kicks to Garland. And Love has it in the corner. Drummond passes to Garland. Just 4 to shoot. Vucevic with the block.
Well, the reach, the timing, Vucevic using all of 7'4" wingspan to turn that shot away. Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And the basket by Isaac.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Now the pass to Osman. The feed now to Drummond. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Vucevic. Here's Isaac. Nikola Vucevic firing on all cylinders for the Orlando Magic. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Garland. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard position. Here's Augustine following the score by Cleveland. Thompson with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Out to Nance. Passes it to Garland. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And here's the fast break. Here's Ross. Good work there as it goes.
Well, talk about wasting no time. The ball pushed into the open floor, and Ross finishes before the defense can react.
And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
And he can't get the first one. And Greg, with Ross, he's finally found his role. He's also a great finisher at the rim.
You know, he seemed lost early in his career with Toronto, but he has found a home with Orlando and is playing his best basketball, knows what's expected of him, and how he can help contribute to win. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Fast break. Here come the Magic. Kicks to Ennis. Now here's Ross. Defense is right there. Nance with some nice D. And they pick up 2. Nance has got his first points of the game.
Boy, the athleticism and toughness of Larry Nance on display on that drive.
Ennis passes to Bamba. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Magic shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Rig, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the 2 LA teams. It's good on the putback. Nance has got his second basket of the game.
Well, just a tremendous job pursuing the basketball by Larry Nance Jr. and then gets the score to complement the board.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Out to Nance. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Well, the combination of length and athleticism. When Larry Nance puts it on the deck, look out. Nice job to draw the contact.
For the Magic, Gordon's checked in for James Ennis. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Ross. And Fournier subbed in for Augustine. Sexton, he's checked in for Cleveland. Now here's Fournier. And stolen by Sexton. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Isaac using every bit of that 6'10 frame to send it back.
Fournier goes in. Count it.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The kick out to Porter. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to 5 there thanks to the basket from Sexton. Gordon inside. Working on Nance. Isaac passes to Gordon. Outside Fournier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bamba dishes to Gordon. The shot, no good. Nance with some nice D. Thompson with it. Bamba picks him up. Windler the pass to Thompson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
Orlando making some changes. Vucevic comes in for Mohamed Bamba. And it's Fulton for Carter Williams.
Thompson knows he needs to keep working on that free throw shot. It definitely needs improvement.
Down low, here's Thompson. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Love's checked in. Drummond dishes to Porter. Cleveland moving it around. He kicks it to Love. This one for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Fournier pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player. And if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
And a wide open look for Porter. Orlando grabs the miss. And here's Fultz. Inside, Porter with the steal. And so that brings the first half to a close. Magic lead by 9. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A tremendous start for Nikola Vucevic. He had 8 points, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds. And that should...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in its small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Love outside. Back to Drummond. Here's Garland. No points in the game yet for him.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Here's Gordon. Pass to Fultz. Lob pass to Gordon.
I think Aaron Gordon has turned himself into a reliable offensive option every trip up the floor.
Pass to Garland. Isaac with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. And there's Fultz on the assist by Isaac. Fultz has got 6 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Garland. There's the pass to Osman. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Gordon finds Fournier. Back to Gordon. Left side Fournier to the paint. Gordon, the pass to Vucevic. Over Sexton. And Fournier able to finish. 8 points for him.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Over in the corner, Osman. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
And stolen by Sexton. Garland with the bucket.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Feeds to Gordon. Down low. It's Fournier on the wing. Over Sexton. Here's Vucevic. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Drummond. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And for players like Andre Drummond, sometimes it's a paradox. Great individual rebounding doesn't always translate into great team rebounding.
That almost sounds, Greg, counterintuitive, right? Because you wonder, is it a lack of boxing out? So if they don't get it, an opponent does. What is clear unequivocally, though, there is more to team success than individual numbers.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
Dante Exum, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Garland, he's checked in for Dante Exum. 1:53 left in the third quarter. Garland, the pass to Windler. Now, here's Garland. That's tipped. Ross with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Carter Williams has got the ball. Count that one. And the Magic lead by 15.
This is exactly what you expect from DJ Augustine. This is why coaching staffs love him. He makes everyone better.
Here's Garland. Oh, that's blocked. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Windler, the pass to Nance. Trying to get open is Thompson. No good on that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Passes it to Bamba.
Who's watching here?
And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, you better keep the 7-footer Mo Bamba away from the cup. What an easy finish.
Garland, the pass to Thompson. Nance with no one around. No good from outside.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Always going up for the alley-oop here.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Cavaliers trail by 19. Knocked away. Stolen by Bamba. Ennis with the ball. Garland picks him up. Here's Ross. Count it. Good. Ross has got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the shot goes in.
Wow, what a nice play for Thompson to see a chance to put it on the deck and get to the rim.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Here's Ross, and the jam by Ross.
and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And so it's the Orlando Magic sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for Cleveland, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Garland. And it's Windler in at the two-guard spot. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
To the inside, the kick out to Porter. Corner shot. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Porter's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Cleveland. Pass to Fultz. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Magic lead by 21. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Vucevic finds Gordon. Back to Vucevic. Sexton grabs the board. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Porter passes to Thompson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Well, Tristan is starting to develop a sense for how to find contact and working his way to the line.
That free throw, no good. And Orlando making a change here. Fournier is checked in. So he comes up empty at the line. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Fournier dishes to Gordon. Count that one.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Garland's checked in. Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier. Just at the right time. Opted out of his player option over the summer. And he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier.
Fournier into the lane. It's the front of the rim and out. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Here's Sexton. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Vucevic. Lob pass to Gordon. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Just put the pass in his vicinity, and Aaron Gordon will take care of the rest.
Fultz finds Gordon. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their fifth consecutive make in the paint.
And Cleveland making a change here. Ante Zizic is checked in for Drummond. Jordan Bell comes in for Kevin Love. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Sexton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. Isaac with the steal.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Magic moving the ball around.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining.
Left side, Gordon. Here's Carter Williams. Here's Birch. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, then this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Yes, that goes in.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's the Magic's ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Magic.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Aaron Gordon.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
1:04 left to play in the final quarter. Birch kicks to Carter Williams. Bell against Gordon. The pass to Birch. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
There's 38 seconds left in the game. Carter Williams, the pass to Gordon. Back to Carter Williams. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Birch. Carter Williams kicks to Birch. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Porter passes to Dellavedova. Now, here is Bell. Pass to Dellavedova. Here's Zizic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Aminu with it. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme
streets of downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Well, let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Garland in at the 1. Markkanen inside the line. Releases from the wing and drills it. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
And it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are.
With unparalleled power and athleticism, Drummond makes dunking look so easy.
Outside, White. And there's the pass to Levine. 6 on the shot clock. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
A credit to Levine. Not an easy hoop right there, but total focus on his shot helped out.
And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Love.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Kick out to Levine. Pass to White. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Even inside, White is tough to contain. Adjust around the defense to get the shot.
And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
Markkanen into the lane. Carter. And that one's drained from the low block.
So they've come out the locker room. His eye. 4'4" to start.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. The Bulls have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And it's sent back by Drummond.
He knows he has to be their defensive anchor. I mean, when Drummond hustles on this end, he can get these blocks.
Porter with the steal. And now here's Markkanen, the fast break chance. Here's Carter. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Passes to Sexton. Beyond the arc. And it's White with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 6. Here's Levine. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
More of a shooting than passing guard. White still able to find the open man.
Here's Sexton. And again, unable to change momentum here.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
And finished off by Porter.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
And Levine, here we go. And Levine throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Here's Garland. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Bean passes to Carter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Levine can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 10. In transition, here come the Cavaliers.
You got to respect Love's ability to make that pass. I mean, a sensational look from the big fella.
For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Sexton against Levine. The feed to Carter, and it's sent back by Drummond. And it's Chicago with the rebound. 36 seconds left to play here in the first. And a wide open look for Porter. And again, Chicago, no good. Sexton attacking. Puts it up from 12, and he gets the jumper to drop. Sexton's got 6 points.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
White dishes to Carter. Shoots the 3. White, good. He's got 5. Here's Garland. Sexton for 3. No good. Shot missing. Drummond in the post. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Bulls lead by 9. It's the NBA on 2K. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Garland. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the 2 spot. Fires for 3. The shot by Satoransky, no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Cavaliers. They trail by 9 points. And Nance kicks to Garland. It's good. Garland's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Cleveland. And Chicago shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Now here's Satoransky. Nance with the rebound.
A tall, strong combo guard who can shoot it as well as pass it. Satoransky played around 30 minutes a game for the Bulls last season as he found a way to impress the team every chance they gave him.
And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder crashes with power.
Now here's Satoransky. He's guarded closely. Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Now the scouting report for Satoransky is this. If he could increase his consistency, Greg, shooting the ball, his game could reach another level.
Yeah, I mean, throughout his career, the percentages have been all over the place. He's not really a volume three-point shooter. The key for Satoransky is good shot selection and just playing under control.
The Cavaliers trail by 8 to the middle. Here's Porter, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Porter's got his first points in this one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Windler. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Chicago leading by 6. Now done. The pass to Cornet. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Good on the second free throw. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Valentine. And here's Young. Shot clock at 5. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And when you think about it, Thaddeus Young, he could be a thorn in the opposition's side. He's just a great disruptor on defense. I mean, he has long arms, good timing to get those deflections.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Luke Cornett, and it's White in for Chris Dunn. Back to Sexton. From the arc, Cleveland with a fresh shot clock. Second chance shot. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Some changes for Chicago. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Young. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Harrison.
And that's one of those guys who just tends to live at the line. Sexton's working hard to improve his consistency there.
For three, LaVine. They get it again.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. That's a two from Sexton. Here's Drummond, and stolen by Valentine. And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. And then Carter with the dunk.
Completing the fast break. Carter Jr. is a rim-to-rim runner. He moves well.
Sexton against White. Outside, Sexton. 20 feet out. And that one goes long.
Oh, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Porter against LaVine. Up top, Markkanen. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Carter's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls.
Oh, he's just such a terrific offensive rebounder. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
Drummond in the post, guarded by LaVine. And that one's good. Drummond. Drummond's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, Drummond is such a skilled operator. I mean, close to the bucket. Tough to find ways to hold him in check inside.
And so it's Chicago going in.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They lead by 10. And that...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. A fantastic game from Wendell Carter in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
So for Chicago right now, White and LaVine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Porter in at the three.
Well, this can't happen if you're the defense. Carter Jr. punishes you when you give him a lane.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Drummond passes to Porter. It's deflected. And Thompson throws it down.
This is what Thompson wants every time. He wants to get near the rim and try to throw it down.
White with it. 5 points in the game. Inside. Carter up top. He's covered by Thompson. And it's Carter penetrating.
Oh, you see the mobility from the big man right there? Carter Jr. Great at creating for himself there. And now, Wendell Carter, a great young prospect for the Bulls. Kevin, he's seen steady improvement so far. They believe he'll be a factor for a long time.
So for the Bulls, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Satoransky's subbed in for Kobe White.
Thompson's the first guy you better box out. If you don't, he's always prepared to dunk it back home.
LaVine wide open. Off target with his three.
And with Carter, they like that he's an impact player on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, Jay, and on the offensive end, he's an underrated passer. I can see him taking more playmaking responsibility in the future. The ceiling on his skill set is very high.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Hutchison, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Passes it to Cornette. Pass to Satoransky. To the paint, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Chicago making some changes. Young comes in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's Shaquille Harrison in for Levine. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. It's a 10-point game, and the call on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
Darius Garland. 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Young passes to Cornette. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Love's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Valentine's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Satoransky.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Dunn outside. Down low, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Eddie Osman, he's checked in for Thompson. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. The Cavaliers trail by 11. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Love the pass to Windler. Back to Love. And it's blocked. The pass to Valentine. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Valentine's got the lead up to 13 now for Chicago. Nance dishes to Garland. And that one drops. Garland's got 6.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Off target from 3-point range. For Cleveland, they've gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Cleveland moving it around, and stolen by Dunn. Here's Young, and Young slams it home.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Love's been a reliable, durable player for a long time in this league, a contributor year in and out.
He hits the second from the line. The Bulls leading by 14. And here's White. He has 5. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Back to White. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Oh, that's some moxie to White's game. I mean, he just exudes some of that it factor.
Chicago shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And so it's Chicago, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've had such great ball. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Levine. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Windler in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And it's sent back by Drummond. Here's Sexton. That's in there. Love with the assist. Sexton's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Cavs. White looking around. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Right side, Sexton. Shoots over White. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
A dangerous score from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Levine passes to Markkanen. Back to Levine. Outside, Markkanen. He dishes it to Carter. The 10-footer finds the target. And that's 18 points for Wendell Carter.
Keep feeding Carter Jr. I mean, he's playing center at 6'9". He moves. He's tough to track. Moves so well.
Over to the wing. Here's Love, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
On the wing, Levine, defended by Drummond. And Markkanen throws it down.
A towering presence with superior height. Markkanen doesn't need much lift to throw it down.
Love with a wide open look. And another miss by Cleveland. Chicago leading by 15. Pass to Hutchison. Feeds it to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays good.
To the paint, here's Satoransky. To the wing right side, Hutchison. They get it back. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th quarter. No luck. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Back to Levine. Passes it to Satoransky. On the wing, Levine. And Levine with the slam.
Easy to see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
Garland with the bucket.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
The Bulls leading by 15. Pass to Levine. Back to Satoransky. And a miss there on the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And here's the fast break. Finished off the break. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And Satoransky kicks to Markkanen. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Cleveland. They trail by 11.
Oh, man, fantastic awareness from the big man. Drummond has an impressive understanding for when his guys have clean looks.
Levine double team. And the pass to Hutchison. And that one, good. And the Bulls lead by 11.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Bulls.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Wendell Carter.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Well, having to handle Drummond inside is a tough task, very tough. He's going to win the physical battle almost every time.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfish. Just a total team effort.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Free throw, no good for Drummond.
I mean, come on. This guy is a walking, nightly, double-double threat. Andre Drummond's bruising power on both ends really makes an impact.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Dunn attacking. Banked in off the glass.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this one.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by The skyline of Orlando. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point guard position. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3.
Kobe White has a lightning-quick first step with sticks in your mind if you're a defender.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Both shots good from the stripe. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Oh, Vucevic in position, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Levine, lays it up and banks it in.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
And with Lauri Markkanen, the former 7th pick in the draft, you like him best when he's aggressive and looking for his own shot.
You're right, Greg. I like angry Lauri Markkanen because he's dangerous when he has that type of mindset. He needs to have that mentality of a #1 option, even if he's not one. That's when he's the most impactful on the floor.
Now here's Gordon. Isaac finds Gordon. Back to Isaac. Passes to Vucevic. Isaac outside. Just 3 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Outside, Levine. Porter trying to free himself up. Levine, good. Levine's got his second basket.
You see the acceleration of Levine on the dribble drive. That's hard to contain.
Isaac passes to Gordon. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Look at that.
Nice. And you see right there at a solid 250, Carter has no trouble finishing through contact.
It's tipped. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Levine with the ball. And the jam by Levine.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now here's Fournier. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. Here's Fournier. 8-point game. Here's Gordon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
And the Bulls making a change here. Satoransky's checked in, and both free throws good for Gordon. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Levine against Vucevic. Now here's Levine. He's got 6. And Levine with the slam.
An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
Over in the corner, Isaac. Vucevic dishes to Fournier. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Markkanen against Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Isaac. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Porter. The Bulls leading by 8. And Levine, here we go. Markkanen kicks to Carter. Pass to Satoransky. Carter down low. Vucevic on him. And then Carter with the jam.
Right there, Carter using his instincts and motor to track down the miss and convert into second chance points.
Now here's Fournier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Fultz. Isaac outside. Inside. Here's Gordon. Rebound by the Bulls. To the inside. Levine. And Levine throws it down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
And here are the Bulls now. Here's Chicago. They're on a 16-4 run. Carter finds Levine. That three off the mark. The Magic trail by 12. Fultz the pass to Gordon. Back to Fultz. Dishes it to Gordon. Feeds to Vucevic. Stolen by Carter. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And there's Levine on the assist by Porter. Levine's got 12 points in the game.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now, here's Isaac. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 2 points. That one goes.
And one area Isaac must continue to improve upon. Has the size to dominate inside. Now just needs to add the muscle.
And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Vucevic, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So as we end. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Orlando, Ennis out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Bamba. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Carter Williams in at the shooting guard. And here are the Bulls now, following the miss by Mohamed Bamba. Young inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Young with no one around. And the three off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Carter Williams finds Bamba. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Ross in the corner. Trying to find Bamba. He gets it to him. They get a hand on it. Now Young. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's Young on the wing. Here's Hutchison, covered by Bamba. In the corner, Valentine with it. 5 to shoot. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Bamba kicks to Ross. Back to Bamba. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Vucevic checked in for Michael Carter-Williams. Chicago also making some changes. Shaquille Harris comes in for Valentine. And it's White in for Chris Dunn. And Orlando has possession after the Bulls pick up 2. Here's Hutchison.
Okay. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Back to Augustine. There's the pass to Vucevic. Kicks it to Ross. The feed to Bamba. They get it back. Passes it to Ennis. Here's Vucevic. Pass to Bamba. Young with the steal. To the middle. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Ross passes to Vucevic. Here's Ross. It's hauled in by Cornette. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Young outside. Launches it. No good on the shot. And Orlando the other way now. Bamba passes to Ross. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Thaddeus Young.
Nice play there from Terrence Ross to create something on the trip and earn his way to the line.
So for the Magic, Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Ennis, and Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. Chicago also making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Satoransky subbed in for Chandler Hutchison.
Kobe White with the impressive ball handling skills lets him drive it right in there.
Fultz the pass to Vucevic. Back to Isaac. Pass to Gordon. Now Vucevic, stolen by Carter. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Offensive rebound. Vucevic with the bucket.
And got to do more than that to stop Vucevic. So adept at fending off those types of challenges.
Here's White. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the...
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He had 12 points, and you look at... Thanks for joining us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Ooh, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Taking a look at the Bulls, White and LaVine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the center position. Now here's LaVine. Markelle Fultz unable to get his last shot to go. Now the pass to LaVine. And the jam by LaVine.
A lot of guys play above the rim. LaVine plays above the square box on the backboard.
Inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Finished off the break. White's got 10.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Gordon. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
White looking around. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his first foul. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Markelle Fultz. Valentine's checked in for the Bulls. Chris Dunn comes in for Kobe White. And stolen by Dunn. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's Carter Williams. Chris Dunn making his last shot. And it's Gordon missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And really, throughout his entire career, Otto Porter has been a solid shooter from distance. Great option to plant in the corner and really open up a defense.
Yes, Otto Porter shoots around 40% from his career, GA, beyond the arc. What I love about him, he has a quick release that he can get off without much room. Also, Porter keeps defenders honest with his ability to put the ball on the floor.
Here's Valentine. It's hauled in by the Magic. And here's the fast break, and Bamba leading the way. Right side, Gordon. Bamba inside. Dunn covering. And stolen by Dunn. 4-on-3 break. Here's Levine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Evan Fournier.
Drafted 13th overall because of his great length and athleticism. Zach LaVine has really rounded out his skill set.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Ken Burks is checked in for Bamba. James Ennis comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Ross is checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Carter Williams. Here's Birch. Back to Ross. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Harrison. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 8. Birch. And another shot. And Gordon with the lay-in. Good. Gordon's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Now here's Levine. Tight defense on him. And the layup's good off the glass. Levine's got 20.
This is what Zach LaVine is built to do. He can get you points in bunches, and sometimes he can go all night.
Now here's Ennis. To the inside. Gordon trying to break loose, and it's Ennis that time on the assist by Gordon.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Here's Harrison. The putback. And finally they hit one. Harrison's got 6.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got DJ Augustine. Ennis out there with Aminu. And it's a 1-2 in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for Orlando. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. The shot by Birch, no good. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Satoransky against Augustine. To the paint, here's Aminu. That's in. Augustine with the assist.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Hutchison passes to Young. Here's Hutchison. He's covered by Aminu. Pass to Gafford. Down low. Here's Hutchison. He's covered by Aminu. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
The first one falls. You know, winning that championship as you did, great for UNLV. Many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
You know, the raw talent Bamba has, just so impressive. A shot blocking specialist who also makes an impact on the offensive end.
And the Bulls making a change here. Cornette's checked in. And here is Dunn. Pass to Cornette. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Al Farouk Aminu. That free throw missing. Porter's checked in for Harrison. And he's good on the second.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Here's Bamba. It's hauled in by Cornette.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Dunn passes to Cornette. That shot misses. So Orlando will take it the other way. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Bamba.
You just throw it up there. I mean, Bamba, as long as you time the pass right, he's going to flush that one down.
Dunn looking over the floor. Augustine with the steal. Inside, here's Bamba. Good.
Yeah, and even though Bamba's going to have to add muscle, he's strong enough to power that one through the contact.
And that one falls for Bamba. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Gafford. He's covered by Aminu. Valentine with it to the middle. Cornette and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint. Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. To the wing on the left. Valentine wide open. He fires. And again, Chicago. No good. And it's Aminu in the corner. He feeds it to Bamba. Porter with the steal. Here's Cornette. Tries again. Aminu grabs the miss.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Chicago.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Zach LaVine.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Here's Augustine. It's blocked. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Ken Burch is checked in for Orlando. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Markkanen comes in for Daniel Gafford. Levine's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And it's Kobe White in for Chris Dunn. White, good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Aminu. Now here is Augustine. And the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. Unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine. A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. And for Cleveland, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. Orlando on D. Back to Sexton. Here's Drummond. It's hauled in by the Magic.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
It's his first trip to the line.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And the Magic making a change here. Owundu's checked in. And so Fournier nails both of them.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, when you don't get in his way, Sexton's going to get up there and throw it down. And the Cavs really took a long look at Colin Sexton last year as a playmaker. And it seems like he's moving more and more into that role of being a microwave scorer.
Now here's Vucevic. Gordon, the pass to Vucevic. It's Drummond with the rebound. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Osman, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys is wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
And Brent, the numbers for Sexton back that up. He's a great scorer, as we know, but his assist totals are low.
And this is why I think, Kevin, there's a lot of consideration where Sexton might move naturally into that guy that comes off the bench and creates disruption with his offensive output. Feels like a lot of Lou Williams type of moments could be ahead for a player like Colin Sexton.
Now Vucevic. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Vucevic to the pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
That one drops for him.
And those are the kind of signs where Garland is improving his overall awareness to find teammates.
The Magic have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Fournier against Drummond. And the basket by Gordon.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Sexton against Vucevic. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Garland. Sexton's got his second bucket. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
We've always had super teams, and this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go, and they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here's Garland. After Jonathan Isaac's bucket. 4 on the shot clock. Sexton the pass to Drummond. That one off the back iron and out. The Magic have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Isaac kicks to Fournier. And stolen by Sexton. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. That one, no good. And Orlando will come the other way. Lob pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
out of nowhere. Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Ball's knocked loose. Passes it to Drummond. Sexton for three. Vucevic with the rebound. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Here's Gordon. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The pass to Osman. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And the technical free throw is good.
Pretty exciting, the potential of Darius Garland. If he finds an offense that he can operate in and continue to be efficient, he's a guy that's going to keep improving.
Porter, no luck. Orlando leading. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Fournier dishes to Ennis. To the inside. Here's Gordon. The Cavaliers pull it in. An even 3-on-3 break. Porter finds Thompson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Well, Thompson's out there to throw his weight around. He did it that time.
The Cavaliers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for the Orlando Magic. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Garland. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the 2-guard spot. Garland the pass to Porter. Nance with no one around. Good on the 3-point shot. Nance has got his first 3 points of the game.
Comfortable shooting off the pass that time. Larry Nance Jr. in a catch-and-shoot opportunity.
Ross kicks to Bamba. To the paint. Here's Ennis. He's off on that one. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Outside, Porter pulls it up. Offensive rebound. The shot, no good. The Magic shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. And it's Gordon penetrating. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
And that one's good by Porter.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
To the inside. Bamba kicks to Gordon. Back to Bamba. And Thompson sends it back.
Now, shooter just can't help but throw that ball into Tristan Thompson's hand.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Aaron Gordon.
Into the lineup for the Magic. Michael Carter.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Nance. The kick out to Porter. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Magic. And here's Fultz. Thompson with the rebound.
And you have to be excited about the work rate that Thompson has shown lately and has become a much more active player.
Well, the ability just to stay with that high motor is Tristan Thompson's calling card at this point. On the interior, wants to play physical and wants to disrupt anything he can on the inside to make an impact.
And finished off by Porter.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Fultz looking around. Pass to Bamba. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. It has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
Garland the pass to Thompson, and there's the call on James Ennis. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Osman. Outside, Sexton. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Love is confident when it comes to attacking the defense, especially when he gets closer and closer to the rim.
And his whole career, Kevin Love, a fantastic passer at that position. Great vision for a big man.
You think about it, Greg, he's one of those players who you're kind of watching throughout the course of any game, and you're hoping for that kind of highlight. I mean, that's rarefied air if it's not a dunk, but we're waiting for a Kevin Love outlet pass. That tells you it's special.
The Magic shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Carter Williams feeling it out a bit to the middle. Here's Vucevic, and it's sent back by Drummond.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And Sexton slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Vucevic down low. Working on Drummond, and he comes up with the deuce.
And that's the 7-foot difference for Vucevic. Tough defense, contact. It doesn't do enough to throw off his ability to make that shot.
Down low, Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
The drive by Vucevic, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Osman. Cleveland moving it around. Pass to Sexton. The shot's good.
Sexton getting right through the defense and putting that speed to work.
Carter Williams kicks to Fournier. Here's Isaac. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Colin Sexton having an outstanding game. He had 12 points and 1 steal.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the small forward. And it's Sexton penetrating. Can't get it to fall. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Orlando. trailing by 5. Fournier's shot is off. Cavaliers shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. It's stolen by Fultz. And now Orlando on the break. All alone. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Love outside. The open look here for Sexton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Sexton's got 15.
Well, Sexton's confidence growing now, knocking it down from the three-point line. That's big.
It's Fournier on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Gordon. And it's sent back by Drummond. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Both teams will make substitutions. Fultz with the ball. Kicks to Gordon. Clock at 6. The feed to Bamba. It's good. The assist that time for Menace.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's the pass to Garland. Here's Windler. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Osman. Thompson in the corner. Now Garland. The 10-footer. That shot missing. The Magic trail by 4. Now here's Bamba. Here's Ross. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Your son Cole Gregg was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Fultz dishes to Bamba. And Thompson sends it back. And he recovers it. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers' lead cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Bamba. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And finished off by Porter.
Well, to have a long career in the league, I think Garland's going to have to be more of an assist maker.
Stolen by Garland. Now Porter, 8 points for him. And the basket is good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Right side, Gordon. The dish to Bamba. Over Thompson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And right now, Bamba's still working on the offensive side, but the intent is there, able to draw that foul.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Carter Williams, he's checked in for James Ennis, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Pass to Garland. Here's Windler, guarded by Augustine. Back to Thompson, stolen by Bamba. Gordon up on top. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
The wide open look here for Garland. The putback misses the follow-up. For Orlando, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Carter Williams and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
The Magic have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. A different look now for Cleveland. Drummond's checked in for Thompson. Kevin Love comes in for Nance. And it's Colin Sexton in for Garland. The Magic also changing it up. Vucevic comes in for Mohamed Bamba. And Isaac subbed in for Aaron Gordon. Carter Williams, the pass to Vucevic. Back to Carter Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 3 assists in the game. Right wing. Love kicks to Sexton. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's his first foul. Fournier is checked in for the Magic. Sexton deciding where to go with it to end the run. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fellow? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
And stolen by Drummond. One-on-one here. Here's Windler. Makes it off the glass. Windler's got the game tied up here for the Cavs. 19 seconds left to play here in the third. It's Fournier on the wing, guarded by Porter. Porter against Fournier. Passes it to Vucevic.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Orlando out in front, leading by just 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Colin Sexton is out there with Porter. And it's Drummond in at the center. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. It's going to be Sexton shooting. That one on Vucevic.
Well, Sexton has the kind of ability out there where he's shifty and fast and strong. Can make some exciting plays happen for his team.
No one near fault as he lets it go. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And Porter, here we go. Isaac with some nice D. Orlando trailing here. Moving it up. Fournier's shot is off.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Sexton's shot is good.
Oh man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Fultz against Sexton. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Isaac finds Vucevic. 6 to shoot. And Vucevic throws it down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic a force around the rim.
Drummond is just a Love. Outside, Sexton. Back to Love. Poked loose. The kick out to Porter. Another shot. In deep, Drummond drops it in. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
And finished off by Fultz.
Oh, and this is why so many people are high on Fultz. That wasn't a petty. That wasn't a Manny. That was a facial.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Cleveland making a change here. Garland's checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Terrence Ross. Here's Vucevic, and it's all evened up.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one. Sexton trying to assume the leadership role. What a big hoop there.
It's Fournier on the wing, defended by Sexton. Vucevic finds Fournier. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Drummond passes to Osman. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Now here's Fultz. He's guarded close inside. Gordon dishes to Vucevic. That puts them in the lead. 10 points for Vucevic.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
Love the pass to Drummond. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And Fultz gets it to go. And the Magic lead by 2.
Oh, you cannot say enough great things about Fultz. Just showing a willingness to take and make the big shots.
Sexton kicks to Love. Garland the pass to Love. Over in the corner, Osman. Tries it from 19. It's hauled in by the Magic. Gordon with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Isaac outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Garland kicks to Love. The pass to Osman. Lets it go from the wing. Vucevic with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Isaac passes to Gordon. It falls!
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Love, no good. Now here's Ross. D right on him. To the inside. And stolen by Drummond. Now Cleveland moving it up. It's stolen by Fultz. The drive by Gordon. Missed. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall.
The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. And as
well, Kevin, and
thanks, David. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the 1 spot. And for Chicago, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the center position.
I think it's hard not to be excited about Colin Sexton's future. This is a young guard with tremendous upside, and you know he's already got athleticism and scoring ability.
Now here's Levine. And stolen by Sexton. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball.
So hard to stay with off the bounce. Darius Garland, such a nice collection of pull-ups, floaters, you name it.
It's White on the wing. And White with the stuff.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And that one's good. Drummond.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Garland after the made shot from Zach LaVine. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it. And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And then Carter with the jam.
So the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game. And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Now, here's Sexton. Here's Love. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Elite rebounder has always been a descriptor of Kevin Love's game. This guy takes tremendous pride in that aspect.
Now here's White. Down low. Carter finds Markkanen. And he banks in the layup.
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height, D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
And Drummond is right there. Drummond's got 6 points. 1:43 left in the first quarter. Levine feeling it out a bit to the paint, 11 feet away. And it's off the back rim, no good. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. That's a 2 from Sexton. Chicago grabs the miss.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
Garland kicks to Sexton. Cleveland moving it around. Back to Drummond. Carter pulls it in.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
White with it. Garland picks him up. Outside, Porter. Back to Markkanen. Clock at 6. Outside, Porter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Love.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 4-point game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Satoransky. From the wing. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And it's blocked. Thompson with the bucket. Here's Gafford. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Bulls lead by 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
We've got Young. Chris Dunn is out there with Thomas Satoransky. And it's Hutchinson in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Thompson. Garland the pass to Thompson. Outside Porter. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Bulls leading by 4. To the middle. And the basket by Hutchinson.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Nance. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You have to do more than that against Larry Nance Jr. This guy is no stranger to physical contact.
To the paint. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. To the right side. Back to Satoransky. Clock at 4. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers, done showing great vision.
Garland with the bucket.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
The Bulls leading by 3. Dunn left side. Here's Harrison. The 3-pointer no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And Larry Nance Jr., son of former NBA great Larry Nance, like his father, Larry Jr. plays well above the rim.
Greg, this is a young guy who can go over you, through you, and when he's airborne, this is one of the scariest players to challenge at the rim.
There's Garland, and at last they get one to fall. Garland's got 6. There's Harrison, guarded by Porter, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Dunn left side to the inside. Valentine passes to Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Oh, my goodness, a sensational athlete. Go ahead, Thaddeus. is young.
Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
So for the Bulls, Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Lowry Marketing comes in for Young, and it's White in for Chris Dunn. White against Sexton. Outside, Markkanen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Drummond's checked in. Here's Sexton. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
You can see right there the strength Colin Sexton brings to the point guard position. Plays right through that contact for the and one.
Free throw good, Sexton. 1:24 left in the second quarter. Carter, the pass to White. Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And Love's got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Sexton slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. White the pass to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's Harrison, guarded by Porter. Harrison kicks to Markkanen. Down low. Carter, the pass to Markkanen. Kept alive. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Out to White. Shot clock at 3. And there's the feed to Carter. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Carter's got 12 in the game. Pass to Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, if you've got the speed of Colin Sexton, put the ball on the deck and make sure you make good use of it.
To the wing right side. Here's Carter. Good D by Drummond. So that'll be it for the first. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams. Thanks for joining.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. A fantastic game from Wendell Carter in this one.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. So it's Chicago now. One-on-one fast break. That one goes in. He's got 8.
Now, this guy is a tremendously fast athlete. Levine excels in transition.
Here's Osman. This is to Garland. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Levine. Dunn dishes to Levine. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. And the Bulls lead by 4.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Cleveland moving it around. Outside, Sexton. On deep. Up again, and Drummond is right there. Drummond's got 8 points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Well, bit by bit, Zach is becoming physically tougher, which makes you mentally tougher.
And Drummond throws it down.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Here's Hutchison following the score by Cleveland. Left side, Levine. Shot clock at 6. Chalk up 2 there. Levine's got 10 points in the quarter.
Tell you, feeling the contact and the concentration to finish through it. Nice by Levine.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Markkanen. Up the floor. Porter passes to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Yeah, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
And here's Levine following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. And Levine, here we go, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Such a big-time athlete. Levine makes the hardest moves look easy.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Chicago. Young comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And Chicago has possession. The Cavaliers making the shot. And Levine throws it down.
Now glides into that move, suspends in the air. Levine, nice.
Passes to Thompson. On the wing, Nance takes the three, picked off in midair. Now here's Dunn. He's covered closely. The pass to Young. Back to Dunn. Kicks to Levine. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And finished off by Porter.
Rising to the cup. Porter showing what he can do.
There's Garland. A three-pointer off the mark. The Bulls leading by 12. Outside, Levine. Dunn outside. From outside, off the mark. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The wide open look here for Garland. No good on the three. He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
And he makes both free throws. 6 seconds left to play in the third. From downtown, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So the Bulls 5 right now. Young and Carter are the big men inside. Thomas Satoransky is out there with White, and it's Harrison in at the small forward. The Cavaliers trail by 14. There's Garland, finished off the break.
I like the toughness required on that finish by Darius Garland. Boy, oh boy, that was nice. The willingness to mix it up on the interior, so important.
It's White on the wing. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Porter passes to Garland. Shoots over White. Garland, no good. Chicago leading by 14. Pass to Satoransky. He dishes it to Carter. And here is Satoransky. 5 on the clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. And the first one drops.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Shaquille Harrison.
Well, one thing that Kevin Love will always have is his passing. He'll be one of the best deep court passers until the day he retires.
And we know this, Greg. He took his inspiration with that ability from the great Wes Unseld. He, too, an incredible passer. Easy opportunities at the rim in a jump start of the break situation. Just 2 incredible guys at what they do.
Pass to Drummond. Cleveland moving it around. Garland with it. Passes it to Love. Fires the 3. Carter pulls it in. Chicago leading by 17. Now here's Satoransky. White left side. Back to Satoransky. No good with the triple.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's White. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 3 assists now in this one. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Markkanen can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What you love about this is there's an unselfish nature to Kevin Love's game, and I believe that's contagious.
White the pass to Carter. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Carter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
White finds Satoransky. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bulls.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And one of the key key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Zach LaVine.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Osman, it's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Down low, White, and White slams it in.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Porter with the steal. To the paint, and stolen by Drummond. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now Garland. Back to Love. From past the arc. Rebounded by Gafford. Sexton against LaVine. Fires the three. The Cavaliers pull it in. Here's Sexton. That one goes. Count it.
This young man loves to play through contact and certainly has the frame to absorb it. Go ahead, young Sexton.
And so Chicago takes this one.